I woke up this morning to find an inch of snow on the ground because this is Mackinac and it's April. You'll go to sleep with a good song in your head because this is Make and Break.
Bob Wood, National Program Director of the Chum Group, worked with us in producing...
Hold up, before we get started...
Guess who's coming? Guess who's coming? Guess who's coming?
Dan Calvin.
Back again! Who is he? Just your favorite DJ Savior. Using and confusing beats that you never heard. 1990. Put a smile on your face like ultra bright.
You're just fessing, man. I don't even want to hear about it.
You're listening to Make and Break Radio on RadioMackinac.org. Welcome to Make and Break Radio episode 64 for April 20th, 2012. I'm your host, Daniel Calvin. Hey, it's 420, but I don't care. I'm not in on that scene. If there was some kind of date for drinking beer and smoking Camels, well, maybe then I'd have something to celebrate. Nonetheless, it's springtime. There's some characters returning to the island. I'm going to share with you the proper information on do's and don'ts of cat grooming in the home. And I also have some announcements for the future. I'm a stuttering fool, so let's get on with the show. Well, good evening, everybody. I'm your host, Daniel Calvin. Just wanted to stop the music, and fill you in on something coming up next weekend. I may not have a show on Friday night. It might actually be happening on Saturday. The reason for this change in scheduling is because good friend of myself and good friend of the show, Joe Visor, is celebrating his 30th birthday, although it might actually be his 33rd. Depends on who you ask and how long he's been drinking beer. That said, next week, no Make and Break Radio on Friday night, possibly on Saturday, depends on how hungover I am. Might actually do some recordings while I'm hanging out with Joe. You've heard great things from Joe, such as the child pooping the Hot Pockets bit from back in 2011. He's an old favorite, and it'll be a good time. Bonfires and the sunny side of Saginaw. Let's get back with the music. All right, on this special episode of Make and Break Radio, cat grooming in the home. With me tonight live is Kitty, known around the neighborhood as Spike. All right, Spike. Okay, here's okay. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ow. 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 All right. Ow. Okay. We're putting him on the table. He doesn't seem to really want to stay on the table. Okay. I've got him by the tail, and I'm going to trim. He's rather long-haired around his backside, I should say. So. Okay. The scissors. All right. This isn't quite working. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, one last snip. Okay, there. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, so now he needs some attention around his ears. Okay. He's got some dirt. He got into a fight the other day. He's got some scabs. We need to clean up the... Ow! Okay. That's not working. Okay. He seems to be liking this. Now I've shaved the side of him, and we're taking care of some mange. And okay. This is all right. Well, yeah, grooming cats on the radio just isn't a good idea. This week heralds a new season on Mackinac, as shown by a natural migration of beast from the wild. A few weeks ago, I got a sneak preview of this annual event via a solo mystery goose that graced Biddle Point for a few hours. I had never before laid eyes upon such an avian interloper. This wasn't a Canadian goose per se, as I am unaware of this bird's nationality, but I do know he wasn't of the Canadian species. This fellow was gray with an orange bill and orange feet. Later that evening, his greasy carcass was a citizen of my stockpot. Another sign of springtime migration are the return of the fast cats. Man, those fast cats are fast. I'm glad they stay in the water. A beast like that would put all of our local puma, or is it pumai, to shame. Pumai? Pumai. Anyway, amorous mourning doves attempting to get an early meal in the hotel dining room taught me that doves' tails are easily detached, and once they are, doves fly like bats. The most important natural migration, or awakening, is the return of the beaver. This time of year, beavers come in droves to the island. They are quite a thing to behold. Big tails, little tails, flat tails. Sometimes they have terrible teeth, but this only adds to their charm. They roam the streets and neighborhoods of Mackinac in the night, looking for massive hardwood to gnaw upon. Once they sink their gnashers into a prime specimen, it takes only seconds for the timber to fall flaccidly. It is good to see you again, beavers, but leave my cedars be. They were planted where they are for a reason. This has been Straight Talk Straits for Make and Break Radio, episode 64, April 20th, 2012, and I'm Daniel Calvin.
Tuesday, 10:57 a.m. New message to...
You better not be out at the bars drinking. I've been out here selling my biscuits all dressed up in my nice tie, looking good while you're out at the bar drinking. All the new girls show up on the island. You put on your fancy pants and new fancy shoes and go around strut your stuff like you don't even know me anymore. Bye.
Tuesday, 3:36 p.m. New message 3.
One more thing. If you think I'm going to sit out here on my biscuits, triscuits, and chips ahoy sitting around waiting for you, you, Paul.
Tuesday, 3:37 p.m. New message 4.
I'm sorry, Dan. I didn't mean that. You know how I just get worried and emotional and unaware sometimes of what's going on out there. I'm not out in the public all the time like you are. I miss you.
Tuesday, 3:39 p.m.
Thanks for listening to everybody to Make and Break Radio, episode 64 for April 20th, 2012. Hope you had fun. If you remember the announcement from earlier, I look forward to seeing you, hearing from you next week, but the show will be delayed. It may be Saturday, maybe Sunday, won't be Friday. And if it is on Friday, oh dear, the mayhem will be mayhonious. Good night, everybody.